I do have a few spots on my deck that show some wear and tear. Normally, you would want to replace the entire deck, but I'm not wanting to spend the money right now. So what I'm going to do is measure out to see how long of a board I need to cut just to replace those sections. So the first thing I need to do is start getting rid of all the old screws, which can be a little tricky because once you start unscrewing them, they're so rusted out that usually tops just kind of snap off, which is fine. I just use a pry bar to go ahead and pry those out. Then once I have the area measured, I'll go ahead and start cutting that with a circular saw. You have to be somewhat careful so they don't cut into the boards next to it. But if you do it a little bit, it's not going to be that big of a deal just because, you know, this deck is going to need replaced eventually. But for now, we're just sort of patching it up. One thing you can do is lay the new board on top, mark the edges, and then you can make a straight line to cut along. And right here I'm going to use another board just to make a straight line across, and so I have a line to cut with. I'll go ahead and check both ends of the board, mark off a little bit just to make that line a little bit straighter. This doesn't have to be perfect. The main thing is you're just replacing a board that has a hole in it. So I'll go ahead and cut the ends off. Once you have the board cut to length, go ahead and put it in place. And from here, we'll go ahead and put 2 screws in each joist that goes underneath it just to keep it more secure. I like to sink the head of the screw just a little bit beneath the surface of the wood, just so as you're walking barefoot, you don't hit the screws. Once you have the new board secure, what you want to do is pre-drill the holes in the old boards just so it doesn't cause cracking when you put in the new screws. We didn't have to pre-drill on the new boards because it won't split as easy as these old boards. Go ahead and put at least 2 new screws into that, and that should hold it pretty good. Where you cut the board is right in the center of that joist, so you're going to have to angle the screws and as you're pre-drilling a little bit towards that. You can see once you're finished, the new boards do stick out like a sore thumb. After a while they'll blend in and you won't even notice them. Thanks for watching. This is Brian from Fish Beef Productions, and I'll see you on the next one.